Welcome back to the Citizens Forum on the Daybreak Show on Rock City 101.9 FM. And we are still talking 2023 Alpha. Can Peter Obi go? Right now, in the studios with us is a legal practitioner. He goes by the name Barrister Oluwafemi Ibiayo. He is the legal advisor to Gateway Coalition of Peter Obi Support Group. He is also the national coordinator of lawyers for Peter Obi. And welcome to our studios, Barrister Femi.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Good to have you too. So I'm going to start from where we stopped with Comrade Arabambi talking about Ogun Labour Party. Comrade has already told us now that you have a party, you have candidates. But what I want to know is the legal issue that we have, since you are the legal advisor to the Gateway Coalition for Peter Obi Support Group. So what is the issue with Ogun Labour Party?
Well, thank you very much. I wish you would have thrown that question directly to Mr. Arabambi, because I must tell you that indeed the entire membership of the Labour Party, all well-wishers and supporters of Peter Obi and our gubernatorial candidate, Kehinde Shobunle, as well as the entire membership of all the various support groups in Ogun State that are active for that cause, they themselves don't know what is really the reason for all that has been happening. Because we've persistently pushed this question to Mr. Arabambi as well as the entire party leadership in Ogun State, and it appears up till now there has been deliberate, what we can only consider as deliberate attempts to conceal information to the electorate and to the people of Ogun State as to what is really going on. Because as far as we are concerned, the Labour Party in Ogun State, as through its appropriate organs, duly exercised the provisions of the Electoral Act and has made known and given expression to its corporate volitional position as to who its candidates are that it intends to present, and indeed has nominated, validly duly nominated, to participate in the forthcoming elections. And so it's not a question, what we have happening in Ogun State, it's not a question of the fact that we don't have a candidate. That party, that corporate entity, has already exercised the provisions of the Electoral Act. It has nominated credible candidate in the person of Comrade Kehinde Shobunle and his deputy, and other relevant candidates for the various electoral positions. What we cannot understand as members of that party, as interest holders in this process, democratic process, is why it is that up till now, the simple act of mere transmission, which is just a formality as far as we are concerned, mere transmission of the reality of what has occurred already within the party to the notification of the umpire, INEC, has not been done by the relevant persons that have been authorized by the party to carry out that act. Now, as far as we are concerned, as far as Nigerians are concerned, this cannot be put to a situation where the party, as is being made to be seen in the INEC, in the public space right now, that the Labour Party has not yet sponsored. We have sponsored. We have nominated. All that really remains to be done is simply to give the notice, or should I say, it's just a formality to present the list.
To be done by who?
Now, that in reality, we want to go into the legal semantics of that. In reality, you can say it is to be done by the party. But again, as far as we are concerned, when you say it is to be done by the party, because we've reviewed the Electoral Act, that in one breath means it could be done by the authorized officials of that party, right? In Ogun State.
Okay. Who are these?
And these are the leadership, those who have been given the responsibilities of leadership position in the state to push those documentations, which have already been done by the satisfied, in line with the Electoral Act, by the various candidates. Okay. And if that is not done, or we realize that it appears it is not being done, for whatever reasons, then it behoves on the candidates themselves to do the needful, because the Electoral Act also consists of that. I can cite you the relevant provisions.
Comrade Arabambi, please help us to shed light on this. You are a national officer. What's happening? What's the real process?
You see, thank God he is a lawyer.
Okay.
You see, we don't have independent candidates in Nigeria. They are being sponsored by a political party.
Correct.
No candidate is allowed to submit his own nomination form.
Correct.
Except by the party.
So why is the party not?
I disagree with that.
Okay.
But go ahead, let him
Okay.
No, if you have any contrary
I will
opinion,
give you the contrary. I can give you the contrary. But continue to submit,
no,
make your submission.
no,
Conclude on what you want to say.
no, read the electoral act. I'm not going to prove. Read the electoral act. That candidate should go and submit that. No,
It
read
is
it out.
possible because you see,
No.
what we have realized that
No,
you see the people
read it out from the electoral act.
I will get there. I will
No.
get the electoral act to you.
Read it
You
out.
see, I will
Read it out.
Allow me to make my point.
No.
I'm
Read
going
the
to
electoral
read
act.
the allow me to
hold
make
on,
my point.
please.
See, I'm not a lawyer, but I am so bad
Please
in
hold
this issue of
on,
law.
sir. Allow me to make
Read
my
no,
point.
read that section electoral
I am
act.
going to
Candidate can
refer
go and
to the
submit.
electoral act. But hold on,
No, read
first.
it.
You see, this is the
No.
very point
Yeah, okay.
which we believe.
Hold on,
sir. This is the very point which we believe certain elements within the party
Okay.
have been holding the people of Ogun State to ransom.
Really?
The attempt that we obviously see playing out right now to frustrate the volitional objective of the party.
Okay.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I keep repeating, the party, through its relevant organs, have already nominated
Okay.
a candidate. That process of nomination was witnessed by INEC. Right? So the issue of whether, you see, there's a difference between when you are giving submitting the personal details of your nominated candidates to the umpire, and a situation where you have not yet, because the issue of the list, I keep telling people, the issue of the list, sir, I want to make a very valid point.
Okay,
the issue of the list, which this is the key point that many people don't understand, the issue of the INEC published list is not what gives validity to the reality of whether or not a party has validly exercised its organs to nominate and say, this is my candidate to represent me at the forthcoming elections. Okay. You can have a list, but not even have valid candidates.
But
you cannot have a valid candidate, and even if there's an omission or in the list, that will invalidate that process.
But you and Comrade Arabambi are on the
Yes.
same page. He has told us that your candidate is Comrade Shogune. You have also said it's Shogune. So there's no
that is what
that.
Mr. Comrade Arabambi is saying.
Yeah.
He's saying that, but by his actions, we have not seen that.
Oh, okay.
Now, why do I say so?
Okay.
Why do I say so?
Why
Up till now, Comrade Arabambi has not given in the public space. He has not given it. He has not stated to the people of Ogun State what precisely was the reason why, after conclusions of primaries on 9th of June, and all the other plans that are done for the other candidates, that the names were not forwarded like all other parties have done, right? Even after the candidates themselves have satisfied the prescribed conditions that the Electoral Act stated, and handed over the relevant documentations to them.
He was talking about electronic transfer and everything.
There's something I won't allow to happen here. I am not here with any proponent of Shogune against my person and I public secretary. I will not stand there to be challenged. I will not stand there to be challenged by any lawyer claiming we are incompetent in Labour Party. I am also going to disagree with that. And I want you to please be very mindful of this your allegation. Now, like I told you, I don't report people to police. You must be very mindful. I've just told you to read the electoral act.
I will read it to you, sir.
You.
Yes.
Hello. You are not. You are not part of the party when we nominated Shogune.
Please.
You are not.
Comrade, please.
I was the first nominator. You are not. You are not. So I am not.
Hold on.
How far can Peter Obi go?
Yes, that's
was why I was invited.
Yes.
I will not go into this pedestrian discussion. Somebody telling me after somebody has submitted it, you are not able to submit. I'm going to put a question. The land and of this world, the court declared their candidature invalid. In Ogun State, how many of APC have lost their case? Even the one that did it right. Has everyone fought because of that? I think we are doing something because you want me to start there. I'll be discussing what we are doing in court of you.
Thank you.
No, but whatever you are doing in court is public record, Mr. Arabambi, and the people of Ogun State, as well as the membership
you have the right. You have the right to go.
You have the right to go. Members of the party
Are you a member of the party?
Barrister,
You are not a member.
I am a member of this party, sir. And I am a supporter of Peter Obi. I have a right to ensure that his mandate and the mandate of Shogule is not truncated by anybody.
You can go to court and ask.
That's why you have the right. Please let Mr. Arabambi tell Ogun State. But exactly this that he did.
Can we have decorum, please? Can we have decorum, please?
Yes.
All right, please.
There's something I'm going to protest against.
Comrade.
You see, no, I'm coming. I
Let
am
Mr.
not
Arabambi
a man.
answer the questions. He's not asking the relevant questions.
The onus is on him as a lawyer.
I have the judgment of that matter in court, which Mr. Arabambi has refused to put before the people of the Ogun State, the electorate of the party, and the entire membership of the party.
All you need to do is to write
The judgment is here.
I'm
certified to.
not going to answer question on Ogun State again. That was
No. Wait, calm down, please. Let me land.
Yes.
You know why I came. You know why I came.
I'm with you.
You know why I came. I will not answer question. Nobody will come here and insult me in the name of quality of
Nobody is
doing any something. You are not there. You got to be very careful.
Can we just calm down, please?
You got to be very careful. You have lawyer department committee. You got to be very careful.
Comrade, please, let us calm down also.
Yes,
let us calm down. We are just here to shed light on things. That's all. Nobody is here to attack anybody.
So let us go on my principle.
My question.
Let us go ahead on my principle.
Yes. Wait, before I go, Barrister, please let me just ask my question. Then we go on a break for the national news, please, because of our time. Barrister, Comrade Arabambi, you mentioned earlier that the issue that he had with the transmission of the list of candidates was whether electronic email or something. And my own is just, I'm baffled because we all know how electronic mail was. Email is just something you input your data and everything, you send it and it goes. So why is that the cause of bone of contention?
So with the level of volumes of form that have been submitted, we are not the only party affected.
Okay.
When there is a law, nobody will sit and be telling me that law should be jettisoned. Electoral Act does not empower INEC to obtain our form via electronic.
Okay.
It was via submission, and that I am standing on. That was why we are challenging INEC that your system crashed because we are not the owner, whether Twitter, whether email, whether Gmail. We are not the only person involved.
Did you make that challenge?
No, please.
Please, do not interject, please. We still have time after the national news. Okay, right about now, Comrade, sorry to cut you, but we need to go for a break for the national news. When we come back, we'll continue with this discussion. Thank you.
No issue.